Hey, comic fans! Higgy Pop here. Coming into the comic room. Here we are. Let's go. I went to did some comic shopping, and I got some stuff I'm going to show you real quick. Let's see what we got. Some strange and unusual, why not? Very obscure. This is DC Superstars Giant. All right. This is The Man Behind the Gun. Okay. This is from November of '76, and it's pretty weird. It's got like 4 stories, all featuring guns. All right. So the first one is by Kurt Swan and George Klein. It's this guy right here, this shady guy with a purple bazooka. He calls it the X gun. All right. And it does all sorts of weird stuff, and he's harassing Superman with it. All right. So this guy, he's a wise guy. And then the second story has Nighthawk. It's called The Gunfighting Statue. You guys know who Nighthawk is? He's a Western DC star. Let's crack it open. Crack-a-lacka. Let's see, the second story. I'm a little sweaty. I went for a 600-mile run. Yeah. You don't believe me? I did. Uphill. All right. Here it is. Nighthawk. Nighthawk, he's a Western dude. He's got that emblem on his chest. They say that Hawkman, this guy was one of Hawkman's reincarnations back in the day. A little Western action. He's like, wah, wah, wah. Yeah, Nighthawk. And he's in a story where he's just dealing with guns. It's called The Gunfighting Statue. These guys fighting statues. And there's another story, and this is what's fun. This is fun. The third story is called The Unsinkable Gun. All right? And guess who wrote it? Bill Finger. The guy who got the middle finger by the other Batman so-called creator. I don't even mention his name. And The Unsinkable Gun by Bill Finger is it's a battleship. It's a bunch of Navy dudes. All right? And they're on a battleship. And this ship is unsinkable, man. Before they're trying to sink this thing, bush, 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 and they're still holding strong on that gun, man. And it's amazing, amazing. And then there's another story. Oh, then we go space time, space travel. It's Ray Gun 64. All right, a little space story. All right, that's just some weird stuff from DC that I grabbed. This DC Superstars is something I started collecting. I believe there's a dozen in the series. I'm not sure. And they have stories that featured in the beginning, like issue 2, 4, 6, and 8 were all featured. They were called DC Superstars of Space. All right? And so they would feature Adam Strange stories in Hawkman. So that's why I started collecting those a while ago. And then I was like, I gotta collect the rest because I'm a completist. All right, here we go. I went to a pawn shop again. I gave this guy another try. I said, I'm sorry. I said I was gonna pull your lip up over your head. Sorry, all right? I won't do that. I went back. I made amends. I said, your lip is fine. Off your head. And anyway, started looking through the long boxes, and I came across Doom Patrol by Cooperberg, this run, issue number 1, just because I don't have it, and now I do. What are you going to do about it? And this is a run of Cull. This is like volume 3, this run, and I have been trying to put that together. This is issue number 10. 10. That comes after 9. All right. And I got some fun. I treated myself to some Strange Tales, issue number 124. Look at that, baby. Oh, yeah. That's Paste Pot Pete fighting the Human Torch and the Thing. All right, this is September of '64. Okay? And Strange Tales. Can you see that? Can you see? Can you see? And there's a story. Dr. Strange risks his very life to solve the mystery of the lady from nowhere. Can I buy you a drink? Where are you from? Nowhere. Okay. Let's open it up. Because we're not shy. We're not shy. It's a little beat up. I was talking to some guy on the phone last night, a friend of mine, huge comic collector. And you know, ever since I talked to him, I mean, I'm questioning why I even collect comics. I can't even compare it to this guy's collection. I mean, some people see my collection like, oh my God, what are you doing with all those comics? What are you going to do? I say, you know. But this guy, he's just retired from work, right? And I'm talking to him. I said, hey, pal, hey, how you been, man? Good, yeah. I said, what are you doing to keep yourself busy? He goes, I'm trying to combine all my collections. I said, you have multiple collections? He goes, yeah, I have my personal collection. Then I have the collections that I bring to shows. I have collections that I bring to Louie's house. I have collections that I bring to Bachacaloop over there. And I'm trying to combine them all. And I said, yeah, how's it going? He goes, I haven't left my basement in a month and a half, and I only got through, I'm starting from the alphabet backwards, and I'm only at the letter T. I said, I'll see you next year. I said, well, you're a cave dweller now. I mean, your wife's shoveling dishes of food underneath the door. I mean, you got a miner's helmet on. I mean, what the hell's going on? And this guy, he takes it to a new level. He's got, I mean, I get one copy of, hopefully, of something I want. And this guy's like, oh yeah, I got 10 copies of that, you know. And this one here, it's a reader copy. So I'm like, define a reader copy. What? I mean, a reader copy? He probably wouldn't even own this. This is my copy, all right? I grade this at a Mez plus, a reader copy. That's like having a dog and being like, whoa, don't pet that dog. You'll wear the shine right off him. Save him for when company comes over. I mean, either you got a copy or you don't. A reader copy. Disgracia! No, he's a great guy, and hopefully I could get over there and maybe even help him out organizing. I know things can get carried away. You comic collectors out there, you know how things can get out of hand real quick all of a sudden. You're like, I feel overwhelmed. I don't know where's what. Then all of a sudden you got to reorganize a box because you forgot you had this stuff over here and you're back. Woo! Gets out of hand. Anyways, that was a quick story. Go ahead and you can share that story with your friends. All right, and now I got something else a little weird. DC Comics. Start over. From Beyond the Unknown. Number 1. All right. Okay, now these are reprints from Mystery of Space or something like that, but it's cool. It is definitely cool. You see this? See this here? These guys are on a giant snapping turtle, and they rigged this thing up. They're all in there. They hollowed out a shell. They got Tarek guns coming out of the bottom. I mean, what the hell? This poor turtle. The turtle's like, I fell asleep for 5 minutes. What the hell happened? And then I got From Beyond the Unknown, issue number 2. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Hold on, let me put this down. This is a two-handed operation. All right. Let me take it out of the plastic. I am not happy with the glare. Baba boom. All right, look at that footprint. You know? Cool, right? From Beyond the Unknown, issue number 2. Psyched to own it. I will keep it. All right. This is my reader copy. All right, if you want to read this, make sure you read this copy. Copy? All right. Avengers, issue number 29. Let me do something here. How's that? A little better? Avengers issue number 29. How about this? All right. Okay. This Power Unleashed. This is, I believe this is, this is June of '66, but, is this the story of a man named Brady? I'm not sure. I think this is the story where Giant Man there, he grows tall and he can't shrink back down. He's stuck at 10 feet tall and they have to revive him and all this stuff. Okay, now moving on. Daredevil, issue number 185, just to fill out my run of Daredevil. This is from August of '82, and it's called Guts. All right, this is it's something in this storyline. Heather Glenn finds out that the people in her business are building bombs, right? And she goes to get a hold of Foggy Nelson and to put a stop to it. And Daredevil is following them, and he's pulling strings behind the scenes to save their asses. And it's that kind of storyline. And also Daredevil, the Man Without Fear, to face the Beyonder alone. Woo! The Beyonder. All right, issue number 223. This is October of '85. This is a Secret Wars part 11 type of thing. This is a pre-Secret Wars type of thing, and he faces the Beyonder, apparently. I did not read it yet. Okay. And the little King Conan, issue number 49. All right. I have some of the later dates of that, issues of that I need to fill out. These all charged me about $3 a piece because I said, listen, you heard the apology. I was like, I'm not going to pull your lip up over your head. All right. And we're on good terms. All right. Now, The Incredible Hulk, issue number 276. This is October of '82. And he's fighting the UFOs. UFOs, you get it? All right. And the cover art is done by Alan Milgram. And, the Hulk's got to do battle with these idiots. And, Hulk smash. That's what Hulk do. And I know you all know this, probably seen this from back in the day. Black Panther, number 4. This is a 4-part miniseries. I think I need this to finish it. I think I have all the other issues, 1, 2, and 3. And, boom. Man, Beast, God. All right. Now, I picked up Spider-Woman, issue number 38 from June 1981. All righty. And Criminal at Large is this title. And I loved this run. I just loved her suit. All right. She was cool. And she's doing battle with the X-Men. Nicely. And a little fun. Power Man and Iron Fist, issue number 62, April of '80. This is called One Must Die. All right? You got Power Man. He's like, here, let me move your car. And this guy's shooting him right across the tiara. He's like, pa-teow, pa-teow. Iron Fist is just like posturing. He's like, whoa! Oh, actually, he's punching someone in the neck. All right. Now, I got Power Man and Iron Fist, issue number 123. All right. This is May of '86. And if you don't mind, I'd like to read this dialogue. This one's called Getting Ugly. All right? Getting Ugly. Okay. So, Luke Cage is saying, all right, Now it's time to get ugly. Okay. We have The Avengers, issue number 275. This is January of 87. You got the Wasp and Ant-Man there posturing, and there is Creel. What's his name? Crusher Creel. The Absorbing Man. It says, the Absorbing Man has gone toe-to-toe with Thor. Titania has held her own against the She-Hulk. And now Ant-Man and the Wasp are going to stop them. Not quite. Yeah, these two, Absorbing Man and Titania, they dated. They were lovers. Speaking of ugly, man, they were bumping ugly. And we have The Avengers in Final Battle, issue number 277. This is pretty cool. All right. This is where, this is from March of 87. But this is where the Masters of Evil took over the Avengers mansion. You know, Baron Zemo and all that. But the Avengers, they evict them in this issue. You know what I'm saying? They're like, outsy. You no pay rent, you get out. Now. Tomb of Dracula. Yes. December of 76. Those were the days. All right. The Wildest Party. Oh, yeah, that's what this one's called. Dracula knows how to party, man. Look at him. He's got Blade. He's like, listen. Steak? Someone say steak. All right. Now that you have become a vampire, Blade, you must obey the Lord of Vampires, or you must be destroyed. Blade's got let me see. Look, he's got some skiing goggles on. I mean, I don't know. And now we have Avengers. All right, we have Avengers. Issue number 213. And this is the court martial of Yellow Jacket. And Hank Pym's, he's a wife beater. I mean, he's probably saying, you know, Higgy, look at what you're wearing. Yeah, but listen, you know, I don't get down with that, you know. And, you know, Hank was like, you know, he's like, hey, Wasp, let me punch you across the kitchen, you know. And what happened was Cap was like, you got a little too over aggressive on our last battle. I mean, what gives? And then, so they were gonna evict him from the Avengers. They're gonna have a big court martial the next day. So Hank, he's bugging. He's like, I gotta stay an Avenger. I gotta stay an Avenger, you know. And so he devises. He's in his laboratory, and he's making a robot that only he could defeat. And so he could look like a hero. So they need him, you know. And then the Wasp goes in there and like, Hank, please listen to reason. And he's like, ah! And he jabs her in the lips. And then all of a sudden they have the court martial the next day, and they're like, well, you know, Hank, this is what we're dealing with. Then they're like, what do you think, Wasp? And she takes off her sunglasses and she's like, whoa, she had a big black eye. And then Hank's just like, all right, I'm out of here. And that's how it is. And it actually, the writers, like Jim Shooter at the time, he said he didn't want it to look like Hank Pym was an abusive husband or anything. He wanted to make it look like it was an accident that she got a black eye, all right? But the portrayal, the drawing of her with the black eye in the panel was so hit home, and it was, people ran with it, and once it was out there, there's no turning back. He's a wife beater, and it kind of got out of hand. So that kind of stuck. So me, I'd be like, listen, Hank, I heard you got a little aggressive with the Wasp. I'd be like, you got these! I mean, I understand. She is a pain in the ass, but, you know, what's up, man? Reel it in, dude. And what else? What else do we have? You know what's fun? Did you ever read this? Jim Starlin. Great little graphic novel, The Hulk and the Thing. Teaming up. Good times. Good times. And all right, guys. I think that's it. You know, I got a little PO'd at myself today. I was at work, and sometimes, very rare, I get a little downtime, so I bring some trade paperbacks in my duffel bag, my backpack with me, you know. So I was like, I get some downtime, I crack one, and I start reading, start thumbing through. I'm like, you know, I need a lot of reading to catch up on. So now, so I'm leaving work, and I'm getting my, getting this stupid thing, this Yeti, and I throw it in the duffel bag, and I come home, and then all of a sudden I'm walking in the house, I'm like, this duffel bag's wet. The lid came off of the Yeti, and it leaked all over. My trade paperbacks are soaked. So upset. Anyways, I'll figure out a way to dry it and then read it, because you got to read your comics because it makes you smart.